Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to yet another world record hour-long commentary session. You guys are absolutely loving this new series of mine, and I can't thank you enough for all the support you are showing on it. It really does encourage me to do more of them. And basically, if you're not familiar with the world record hour-long commentary sessions, it's kind of like a personal podcast of mine. I just talk over a blank screen. Whatever's on my mind, I give you guys tips and tricks, life lessons, answer some of your questions, and it's kind of like a personal podcast of mine, and I have a lot of fun doing it. It's not easy talking for an hour straight and making it semi-entertaining, and then I add gameplay afterwards, and I had to work my butt off to get 7 gameplays in a day, but there's some pretty good games in here, and I could easily split this up into 7 parts, but I just wanted to give you guys one big video extravaganza. I would recommend maybe just listen to it in the background and game. That's what I do. That's why I listen to a lot of podcasts. I game while really not looking at the gameplay, but if you guys want to do that, that's fine. It's some really good gameplay, like I said. And if you guys can't watch it in one sitting, which is totally understandable, it is a long hour, just save this video to your favorites down below, and that's what the favorite mechanism is for on YouTube. You check your favorites, watch 10 minutes of this video, check your favorites, and the next day watch another 10 minutes, and so on and so forth. Or if you just want to support me, favorites really do help me out a lot. And like I said, I could make this video 6 or 7 and upload them over the stretch of the week. But I just want to give you guys one big video. And like I said, the support really does encourage me to do more, and I can't thank you enough for it. I'm glad you guys are loving it, and enjoy the next hour. Bye. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, It is Whiteboy7thst here, bringing you another world record hour-long commentary. This has got to be my 3rd one, and I'm not sure if it's got to be an hour just yet, and I'm not sure what I'm going to call this series. If you want to leave a suggestion, feel free to comment down below, but I need something catchy. I don't know, it's like a podcast kind of with a few gameplays in the background. You guys are showing a lot of support over these last 2 episodes, and that's what I go off. I go off your support. If you guys like something, I try to do it again. For example, the dolphin dives, and if you don't like something, I discontinue it. And the thing that's kind of funny with that is, I don't know if you guys know what you want, or maybe it's some people want this and a lot of people don't, or I'm not sure, but the most requested thing I get is to bring back Kenneth Kniff. And if you guys don't know who Kenneth Kniff is, let me just give you a little bit of background information. Eminem, which is my favorite artist by far, and I just listened to Recovery, the whole album, in one sitting while editing a skit. And another example of something that you guys really like are those skit videos about the PlayStation Network being down, and this is going to be my final one in the series. I got 3 good ones. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this one. I think it's the best so far, but anyways, I was listening to Recover, and I was like, man, Eminem is a beast lyrically, and just the songs are just so good. And he doesn't talk about, yeah, I got big booty bitches, a lot of riches, 20 inches rims. That was horrible. I mean, it rhymed, and my penis itches. But anyways, like I was saying, Eminem doesn't talk about all that, and I just love Eminem. Maybe I can relate to him more than I can other rappers, and I apologize. I'm going to click my mouse because I don't know, the podcast, it goes too fast on the audio bar, and I feel if I take a break like that, it's like a really long time because it's half the screen. So I don't know, I hate when people click and like sneeze in commentaries or burp or anything of that nature. Cough, I try not to cough at all or say and I say this a little bit in the last podcast, but I try to be as professional as I can. But hey, maybe during an hour long you got to excuse a little bit, maybe 1 or 2 coughs. So anyways, I was listening to Eminem while Kenneth Kniff, that's what I was talking about. It's a character that Eminem made up, and he has little skits on his album, which I kind of like. That there's 15 songs or whatever, and one of them or 2 of them are like a little skit, and I enjoyed it. It's a nice little break from all the music. And Kenneth Kniff, I think it's like not an alter ego. That's the no one wants it. If Kenneth Kniff is your alter ego, you should be in Damascene Asylum. Eminem talks too fast. I was gonna quote him in Bad Meets Evil, which I love that song as well. I listen to it at least once a day. But it is like the personality of a rapper he had a fallout with, and I guess like way back in the day, and he makes fun of him from time to time, and he uses Kenneth Kniff as his this guy's personality. I'm not sure. So I just took it to the next level. I give it a lot of background information. I just make it up as I go, pretty much. But basically, Kenneth Kniff is a pervert, and you guys requested so much, and I said, okay. You know, it's week 25. It's a milestone of the top 5 plays. And then another example, top 5 plays. You guys are loving it. I believe it's the longest running top 5 plays on YouTube for Black Ops right now. I started for Black Ops, and we're going strong. So I thought, why not bring Kenneth Kniff out? And it was like 2,000 thumbs down to 8,000 thumbs up, which is a bad ratio for usually on my videos. You know, I get a lot of fruitcakes out there. I get a lot of haters, which, you know, sometimes it'll be 8,000 to 250. That's normal, but 2,000 dislikes. I was like, man, I thought you guys requested Kenneth Kniff. You guys say it at least 100 times a day, but I learned my lesson, and you only want Kenneth Kniff during the High Roller Live commentaries, which I actually I want to do it again. I bought this new Turtle Beach PX5, and I cannot figure out how to work it properly, so I'm putting that on the side. It's a great headset, but I can't communicate with it, and like the voice volume is so loud with people, especially, and I don't mind this when people say, "Oh my God, it's Whiteboy." It puts a smile on my face every time. I love it, but it's just so loud. I don't know how to turn the voice volume down. It's like at a default, super loud. And then you have these conversations on the PlayStation Network where people are talking to their uncles about a chicken that they lost or something that you really don't want to hear about, or just somebody's blasting some music in there, and I can't turn the volume up and down. So I went back to my Turtle Beach PX21s. I got a lot of Turtle Beach. These broke a little bit, but in unorthodox fashion, I taped it back together, and I played my first high roller like in 2 weeks before, and my chair is so squeaky, and I apologize for that. I wish I had a better setup. I mean, this room's floor is really bad. You guys seen it on my second channel. I vlog it a lot. It looks like it's bad. It's just a floor with like glue on it from there once being. What are you looking at, cat? My cat's just mugging me, just staring me down. It's creepy. It was really. I'm scared now. She's just looking at me. Maybe she wants some food. I will do that later. She can wait. I actually just fed her like 3 days ago. No, I'm just playing. So, anyways, so I played my first high roller, and I was doing really bad. Sharpshooter was so horrible. I hit like 3 crossbows that I wanted to stick, and it was just bad business. I got 3rd place, but I just rage quitted because I was disappointed in myself. So basically what I'm trying to say is I suck at high roller. I got to get back on a horse. Like I was skating this weekend, and it was really early, and I think the people that were fishing on the pond, they were mad at me because I would always miss my trick. And when you when you land a skate trick, for the most part, it's pretty silent. You know, it's pretty smooth. There's a little bit of noise, but when you miss it, like the bottom of the board is face up, and it just makes like a wood on cement sound, and it's really loud. And okay, I'm gonna test out my microphone levels. Okay, this will be like me landing a trick. This will be like when I miss it. Ah, that hurted. Ah, damn it. So I think the people were mad because I kept on missing. And you know, when you don't skate for a while, or you don't play high roller, I believe high roller is like it feels different. Like it feels different than a regular game. Maybe it's because the leg factor in Ground War to a 6-player free for all. There's not gonna be so much leg, but I don't know. You gotta stay on the Call of Duty horse, and I kind of maybe I lost some of my skills during the
Man, it was long. It must have been 3 months. Like when the PlayStation Network was down. Man, I'm not sure. I'm just thinking, man, it was a long time. So you got to practice and practice and practice, make perfect. And I don't like settling for number two or being mediocre. And just a random segue. When I clapped my hand and I said it hurted, I think I might have fractured something in my shoulder. I did the pudding dive, the greatest possibly pudding dive or dolphin dive or skateboard trick in the history of the internet, and oh, I failed so badly, and this might be my first, like, I don't want to say broken bone, but it feels good if I don't move it downward, like if I keep it by my wiener. Like I probably could still masturbate. I haven't tried yet, but if I try to like raise my hand at all, it hurts so bad. It's like a sharp, stinging sensation, and you guys are going to see the video. It's going to be epic, and I hope you guys support that video because I spent over $140 in pudding. I bought 2 pools because my stupid ass cameraman thought it would be a good idea to throw a tomahawk at the pool, and I was surprised that this tomahawk is this sharp. It is really, really sharp, and it just like sliced it. I mean, of course it's got to pop a pool, but just the sharpness of it, like I was cutting boxes. It's very versatile too. I like it. I think it was a good purchase. Like I bought another ghillie suit because this piece of, oh, my cat. Sorry, excuse for animal or a mammal, either one. It peed on my ghillie suit, and you guys know that. I don't know if you guys know, but cat piss is the worst smell in the world. I guess, I left it kind of wet after, diving into the leaves. It started to rain, and I was skating with it for a little bit. But then I come home, and I put it on my couch. Or no, I put it on an ironing board to kind of, dry up, and then I put it on my couch. It was pretty dry, and then my cat says, "No, you gotta make it more moist," and then she peed on it. I don't know why cat piss is such a bad smell. Maybe because they're not hydrated. Because if you piss like clear after drinking a lot of water, it doesn't smell as bad as like that yellow like dehydrated pee. Like after a lot of I don't know, maybe it's what they eat, maybe she doesn't drink a lot, but I always hear, and that sounded kind of perverted, but I always hear like drinking stuff. Like she goes into my bathroom, and then like for some reason, like under my bottles, that when I turn on the shower, is I think cat hair, like a little bit of cat hair always goes to the drain, which is weird. I don't know what she does. I feed her properly, don't get me wrong. I give her new water like every 2 days, and I give her wet food once a day, or maybe if she's a bitch, if she pees on something, I won't give it to her. That if she's a bad cat, I don't give it to her. But I feed her properly, and then like I try to hydrate my room because my doctor told me to because of my nose. It's funny, I got one bad eye, one bad nostril, and now one bad arm. At least I got to look in the glass half full that I got one working eye and one working nose and one working arm. And if the glass is half full, you got to fill that mother effer back up. Go to the store and get some high quality H2O. Anyway, so I put like water in bowls because I was looking at my subscribers. I asked in a video, and I was looking at the feedback what I could do to hydrate my room, and that's one of them. Like put water in like just random bowls on your floor, and then sometimes my cat just sneaks in my room, and then she tries to like sleep with me or whatnot, and I don't like it because she always gets up close in my face and her wet nose, and then I don't know, cat's breath smell funny. I don't like anything to deal with cat's hygiene. I just don't like it. My cat has her own room, right? Her own little couch in the living room, and I got my own space, and then she tries to invade mine. And then she started drinking that bowl, and I was like, oh, I mean, it was Aquafina, it's not like, it was good water. I'm not going to hydrate my room with tap water. I do not trust tap water one bit. So yeah, my cat. I don't know what's wrong with my cat. So I mean, we rescued her as a little baby, a little kitten. She got a nice coat. She's a pretty kitty. Here, kitty, kitty. No, I shouldn't say that. No, she's gonna come. Damn it. But I was looking on YouTube and I was like, man, my cat needs to have some babies. Oh, we're gonna wait for it. We're gonna hit 1337. 1333 little elite. 1337. Do I sound like Adam Sandler? So, if you guys don't know the significance of 1337, it is gamer talk for elite, which means elite, which means gold medal champion, which means I don't know, just better than most. Oh, it felt so weird. Talking about feeling better than most, this felt worse than probably everything I did in my life. It was the craziest thing I did, the dolphin dive, and you guys will probably see it by the time that this video is up. But I'm just waiting for a good opportunity to upload it. A good day. I'm not sure. There's some days that do better than others, and I think this is one of my greatest videos yet. But I put an ice pack in my hoodie, and then I kind of rested it on my shoulder. I kind of like unorthodoxly jammed it up there, so it was on my shoulder, and I slept on my shoulder a little bit so I can get the ice pack, and it felt so weird waking up. I felt my shoulder, and it doesn't hurt for the most part unless I move it. Oh, I'm moving it, and it hurts a lot. I should go to the doctor. I'm gonna wait it out like 3 days, and if anything's wrong, I will go to the doctor. I just don't like going to doctor's offices. I don't know. Maybe that's part of the male ego, but I don't know. Unless something's like really, really wrong, it's like, oh, I'm a beast. I can wait it out. I'll get better. But I do drink a lot of milk, so that's good. I enjoy my honey. Nope, not Honey Nut Cheerios. I mean, Honey Nut Cheerios is fine, but I enjoy my frosted mini wheat. So, like I was saying, I woke up and it gave me the cold shoulder, basically. Like my shoulder was like, it felt like my body was dead. Like, usually your body's warm. You got that warm feeling to it, but my shoulder, it was like completely numb and completely cold, like really, really cold, like ice cold, and it just felt so weird. It felt like my shoulder was dead, and I was scared. I was like, oh man, and then I realized that I had the ice pack in it, so it was all good. So yeah, this video, man, probably the most epic stunt that I ever did, and probably will do. I completely, you guys are going to see it by now. If you didn't, I'll try to put the link in the description. I will forget, and someone please remind me. I'll be looking at the comments. But I went way too fast, and I totally missed the pudding. Like, my feet got in it, but my body hit, let the bodies hit the floor. My body hit the floor, and it was not pleasant. And then thankfully that it's only my shoulder. Like, my shoulder wasn't hurting at first. It was my ribs. I thought I punctured something because like I felt like this like blood, or I felt some kind of liquid rushing to my lungs, and I couldn't breathe. I was like, and then, oh man, my shoulder was fine. Man, that was not a good decision. Like, I went really, really fast. Like, we're talking 20 miles an hour down a hill off a ramp. Like, over a car, straight to the floor. And then there's these people walking by, and it was like perfect timing. Like, they walked by to see one of the greatest stunts of all time. I don't know what they were thinking. Like, when they seen me, I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest, but I wonder what they were thinking, because, man, that was, So, at least I got my first experience with maybe a possible broken bone, maybe not. Hopefully it's, fracture, whatever, first fracture. on camera. I know a lot of people miss that golden opportunity of getting their first broken. Oh my, oh, Fiji water. I don't know. I wish Fiji water came in bigger cases, like a 32 pack, like Aquafina. I can get a 32 pack and it'll last me, I don't know, 2 weeks or so. I like to stay hydrated. Gatorade H2O. Gatorade. Oh, I love the Water Boy. Maybe I sound like Adam Sandler so much because I watched the Water Boy. I think it was one of my only not DVDs, VHSs, along with a lot of Disney movies and stuff. But Waterboy was one of my DVD. That was a long time ago. VHSs. I hope why can't they upgrade like they have? Like technology's been going so fast, but there's still all these wires. I got the wireless headset, which is messing up for me. But other than that, I got a wireless printer. But that's it. I got all these wires, and it's so tangled all the time. And I don't like it. I wish stuff would start going wireless more fast. But yeah, man, just to see. I think our generation is one of the best of all time because we had some great cartoons. I feel bad for the kids with these cartoons nowadays. It's like so brainwashy, and there's no story to it, and it's just so stupid. Like I think SpongeBob was one of the last great cartoons of all time, and now, I mean, I'm sure there's some now that are good ones, but there's like all these reality shows like Carly and this and that. I'm not sure. I don't watch cartoons too much. I should actually turn on TV, search Nickelodeon, but we came up with some really great cartoons, like the start of great technology. We seen the transformation of the internet. We seen the transformation of Nintendo to Super Nintendo to Nintendo 64 to PlayStation, PS2, PS3, Xbox, Wii, and whatever the future holds. And I don't know, it's crazy to see the and another thing that I was talking to another YouTuber about is like the internet. Like, I think we missed the first wave of the internet, but like the YouTubers and everything, we're the second wave, and we're going. It's like a tsunami right now because it's just growing so fast, and it's just so great, the internet at this point in time, and I'm really excited to see the future of YouTube. It was just announced that YouTube was 6 years old, and just to think that YouTube is only 6 years old and it's one of the biggest websites, hands down the biggest media video site on YouTube by far, on the internet, by far. And 6 years old, I'm really excited for the next 6, and hopefully I can stay on top of my game as one of the greatest of all time. And that's when I say goat, I should actually buy a goat. That would be cool. There's no I haven't seen like a cute baby goat video. There's a lot of cute videos out there, cute bunnies, cute kitties. Like goats and farm animals in general. Maybe farmers don't have the technology that we do. They still have the shovel and dial up, and they're not as tech savvy as us internet folks. So yeah, man, just to see the progress of technology as a child, and then like right now, it's I don't know. I don't want to say it's slowing down because there's always innovative things, and maybe it's just because I don't want to purchase like really expensive things. Technology right away. It's really, really expensive when something new comes out, and I would just wait till it comes to the masses. But like right now, I'm looking down to my right, and I see 5 cameras, which is crazy. And then I got my iPhone. iPhone's a great piece of technology. I'm glad I purchased one. I just like touching it. It just feels so nice to touch. Kenneth. Okay, stop, Kenneth. So, yeah, I was just thinking of the progress. So it's crazy. Where are we gonna be in 10, 15 years from now? Will YouTube still be here? I hope so. I don't know what I do without YouTube. What am I gonna say on my resume? Gold medal champion times 58. 100 million views. Uh, 95 and 1 Modern Warfare 2. Like, I'm sure there's some skills that go along with YouTubing that I learned from over the time, like social networking, like, video editing, online presence. I'm not sure, to be honest, what I would call it, but there's some things that I learned: commentating, people skills, the voice of an angel. Uh, Nowhere close, but I don't know. Hopefully, YouTube lasts forever. Like I said 1,000 times, I'm just a regular guy, high school diploma, and I'm really fortunate to be in this position, and that's why I try to keep on advancing. I keep on trying new things. I keep on trying to better myself by doing these dolphin dives, risking my health, my life, for you guys and for your entertainment, and trying just new things in general. And that's the thing with having a bigger channel like I do. Like, back in the day, I could literally post whatever I want. It could be like, I remember I would record my audio from a camera, and then I would upload the footage to YouTube on my main channel, so I could like download it and then put it in my. For some reason, my computer was funny, and I had to do some like a gypsy would do this technique to put the audio on the top 5 plays way back in the day. Oh man, like it's been 3 years, and I loved every minute of it. But like, I would upload basically the audio of me doing top 5 plays, and the video would just be my computer screen, and only like 3% of my computer screen. And it was so bad back in the day. And just, talking about progression, my progress of my YouTube channel, and just I need a better word, and I said this on the last podcast, YouTube career, if you want to call it. It's a good YouTube life, I guess. That's a better word as well. Because basically, YouTube is my life. And people say, oh, white boy, you're this, you're that, you're that. But they don't give 110% like I do. This is my goal. This is my dream. This is my passion. This is what I do first and foremost in the morning. I wake up. I don't check Twitter. I don't check Facebook. I don't check MySpace. And I seen a tweet like, you should be ashamed if you're still on MySpace, or if it's in your browsing history. Well, I like to go on MySpace occasionally. But just to see the progress of that, like the social network, and I don't know what happened to MySpace. It died, and I'm sad. But like the progress of my YouTube, man, it's mind-boggling. To be honest, yeah, I started recording with a camera, and then I got 2,000 subscribers off of that, and then I restarted my channel because I had some copyrighted infringements. Which was a good thing, because I got 2 strikes before Black Ops came out, and my channel would have been. I didn't like the cut. Me saying really, or making a sound effect, didn't really justify what I was doing. Like, I put my thumb on my neck and did like the "you're dead" sign. I would have been gone. I don't know what I would have done. Like pre-Black Ops, like Black Ops was my. I said to myself, I'm gonna go 110% harder than I was usually going. Or that I went before, and it's crazy the worth ethic that individual will have when you really want something. And I just went at it, 8 hours a day, and I successfully, I met my goals. I didn't have any number in store. I just wanted to be one of the top, 5 YouTubers for Black Ops, and I can honestly say that I did it. And it was a lot of from your support, from you watching these videos, for you listening 27 minutes in, for me talking about my arm and just random things. I wouldn't be here in this position without your support. But then again, I put a lot of work into it, and people will bash me on YouTube, and it's funny. Like, if this video would get top favorited, because I do ask for favorites on videos like this, because I could easily put okay, 30 minutes. If I got 5 minute gameplays, that could be what, six videos, right? And I would make 6 times the amount of money. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to put in like 6 parts. I did chop up the first podcast in parts, and I was like, well, yeah, I could get nine good videos, but why not just do something new and stop worrying about so much the revenue you gotta get and just put out good content, which I've been doing for the most part. I don't really think about the money on YouTube. For me personally, it's not so much about the money, but the principle. That's why I didn't lend my friend that $200. If you guys watch that commentary, my friend was asking for $200, but we haven't really hanged out since high school. I mean, we did talk on Twitter and stuff, and he got me kind of into YouTube. He didn't say make a YouTube channel. He didn't really support me at all, but I seen him do it, and I said, okay, let me try to do it. Like, he wouldn't even make me a mod in his live stream, and then he came out of nowhere like, let me borrow $200, or he asked nicer than that, but he had kind of a sad story, but I think he was going to use that money for pot and stuff like that, and a concert or something. So maybe he will look back, and maybe this will change his life in a better way, and then he won't just go asking people for money and get everything handed to him. Like, you have to work for it. I worked for this YouTube position. I wasn't given it. People always say, oh, white boy, you're just here because of giveaways. You're just here because you ask for likes. You're just here because you put videos out daily. Yeah, I'm here because I put out videos daily. I'm persistent. I give this 110%. I work really hard for, to put out it's not easy putting out a video a day and making it good. And that's what I was going back to my previous point. And I'm going to remind myself about what I wanted to say before. Let me just get to this point. Like, when I ask for likes and when I ask for favorites, I ask for favorites on videos that I think are really, really good. I don't ask for it on each and every video. I will ask for a like at the end of videos. So if you watch that 5 minutes of that video, and if you enjoyed yourself, and if you're still there after that 5 to 10 minutes, I will ask at the end if you can help me out by liking the video. It really does help me out a lot, and I do appreciate your feedback. That's what I go off of, and I don't think it's a bad thing to ask for likes and a favorite. I'm not at the position where I can just upload a video and then it gets on the homepage, and if it does, it's on the gaming homepage, right? And the gaming spot is right next to pets and animals, nonprofits, and autos and vehicles. It's not respected. And even if you do get on the gaming homepage, you're not going to get any bigger, right? You might get a little bit more exposure, but the top favorite spot is well achievable with the support of you guys. And it's really, really helpful to me when you favorite a good video of mine, because then my better videos get on the homepage, and then I can expose myself to more people and try to continue to grow my channel. And it's kind of hard right now because I want to say that Black Ops rush is over, and I feel that I'm doing really, really well with the support of you guys during this long 6 months until Modern Warfare 3 comes out. So yeah, favorites, they do help me out tremendously. And the thing that's kind of funny, like, if I get top favorited, which it's been happening, once a week or so, I try to put out like one killer video each week. Like that dolphin dive into leaves, it had like 22,000 thumbs up and like 500 thumbs down. Then it got to the homepage, and then it went to like 25,000 thumbs up to like 10,000 thumbs down. So the majority of YouTube, I don't know if they don't get me, or they're like, why is this top favorite or whatnot. I don't know like why it happened, but they're not, I think part of it is because they're not familiar with me and my personality, and maybe they're not ready for the greatest videos that they ever seen in their lifetime. I'm not sure. And when I say that, you guys, I hope you guys know that I'm kidding most of the time. Uh, so, I do got the greatest ego of all time. I think that's such a great line. I got the greatest ego, cause okay. Anyways, so yeah, like if it gets top favorited, usually like my viewers, and this goes for Machinima too. When I post a video, there's more thumbs down than usual because people aren't used to me. But see that 3,000 thumbs up that I got from the homepage, those are potentially new people, and the only way my channel grows is because of the support of you guys. And don't let anybody tell you wrong. I keep it real. This is what I do. I'm 110% transparent with you guys. Every YouTuber wants their videos to do well. They all want 1 million views per video. They all want their subscriber count to go up. But that being said, if your main motive is that it's got to show in your content and overall you can't sustain it. So, everybody wants that. And hey, why not ask for it? Why not ask for your help? I can't do it alone. I tried. I put in 8 hours a day on YouTube, and if you guys can take, your 2 seconds, it doesn't cost you any money. I don't sell, like I see some people selling things, and I sell t-shirts. I make like $1 or $2 off a t-shirt, maybe $3 off a hoodie, which I think they're pretty good t-shirts. I buy a lot of them myself. I try to sell them to my friends too. I buy so many t-shirts, and they my friends like it too. I was at my friend's house the other day. They're like, I gotta get a Whiteboy7thst t-shirt. Like, I was like, yes you do. When you got your credit card, can we order it right now? I don't know, that cartoon is such an epic t-shirt, but like I don't charge you guys money to watch my videos. I will ask for a little bit of help here and there by favoriting a video once a week, or maybe liking it every other day when I post a video. So yeah, that's that, and it really does help me out a lot. The homepage is such a big thing, especially for the gaming community, because it does not happen. I don't know why, but YouTube doesn't respect us. Like the Machinima network alone, which is, I would say, a good 50 to 60% of the online gaming community in terms of views. I don't know. I'm just guesstimating these numbers because there's a lot of undiscovered talent out there. Maybe you guys are watching this. You make gaming videos and you haven't been picked up by Machinima yet. Just keep on trying. It wasn't easy at the beginning, and it can't be easy now when there's a lot of people doing it. There's got to be at least 10,000 commentators, and I would say maybe 1,000 or to like 500 are under the Machinima network. And I think there was an article about this, and I was really proud to see it, that we got 660 million views in the month of April, and I'm glad I can contribute to that. I'm glad I can be one of the leaders in the community in terms of innovation and just the pure numbers. I think I got 20 million views in April, which is a good 5% or so. I don't know. I'm just doing math off the top of my head. Which is crazy. 20 million out of 600 million. But just that's gaming. That's only like half of gaming. And then there's all their other people who are doing gameplay videos that aren't on Machinima. So for it to be not respected as a community, as a category on YouTube, it's baffling to me. I don't know why they do this to us. And we just got to keep fighting. To be honest, I think Machinima should have a slot on the homepage. That'd be awesome. But 600 million views in a month. Honestly, that's bigger than any category, any single category on YouTube. You could put like 5 categories, and it won't match up to gaming. Like pets and animals, nonprofits, autos, and education, travel and events. You put all those. We're in the same category as those categories. Let me remind you. You put all 5 of those together, there's like half of what the gaming community is. It's ridiculous. So the only way that we're gonna show that that gaming's for real, and it's the biggest category on YouTube and the strongest force is by, supporting the videos. Not just me, support your favorite commentator. I can't even talk. Support your favorite commentator by, liking their videos. It really does help out a lot. And not every commentator has the fan base that can get them on the homepage, which I believe I have the greatest subscribers on YouTube just to put up with what I do on a day-to-day basis. Like, I do a lot of crazy things, and some things don't work and some things do. I got the second channel, which is doing really fantastic, me catching fish with my bare hands, like real life tomahawks, the dolphin dives, just the skit videos that I do. And maybe that's why I got the greatest fan base, because one, I like to share as much as I can with you guys, and I try to keep it, like I said, 110% transparent, and I just tell you what's on my mind at every given time and day. Yeah, I'm a renegade, never been afraid to say what's on my mind at any given time of day. Maybe you guys love that about me. Maybe you guys love that I don't I don't stick to the norm. I just don't do gameplay commentaries. I try to do a vlog commentary where I vlogged in half the video, and then I had commentary in the background. I try the live commentaries, the ghillie suit, dolphin dive, skit videos, whatever it may be. I'm always trying to evolve myself as a YouTuber. Top 5 plays, and it's a lot of work going through it, but I try to get one out each and every week. And maybe it's a commitment to YouTube, I'm not sure. But you guys like me as a person, and I love it when you like it, and I should get that trademarked. I seen Microsoft say, I love it when you like us, and I just tweeted Bill Gates. I tweeted Bill Gates, like, jokingly, like, no, I will not accept your $2 million contract for me to switch over to the Xbox, just for a joke. And I to be honest, I don't think I would take it, because I do not like the Xbox controller one bit. I'm sure there's ways to get around that, and that's just my personal opinion. When you guys, I know there's console wars there. It's kind of dying down right now. People like their own systems for their own. Xbox got their benefits, PS3 got their benefits, and I just grew up around the PlayStation series of controllers, because I've been gaming since like '97, and I had a PS1, PS2, and PS3, so I'm used to the controller, and I can control my character better than I can on the Xbox, and it's just my personal preference. But to be honest, like I said, it's not the money, it's the principle. Like, I wouldn't sell out like that. I bought an Xbox, and then all my real life friends, because they got PlayStations, they were like, "Oh, Whiteboy, you're a sellout for buying an Xbox." So I was like, no, the Xbox has things that the PlayStation doesn't, and vice versa. I wanted to play Geometry Wars really, really bad, and it didn't have it on the PS, so I bought an Xbox. And to be honest, my Xbox isn't even set up to my gaming setup right now. It's in the other room. I was thinking about buying another TV, but this TV right here has so much memories for me, like just the world records that I broke on it, and just how I bought it. It's I don't know, it's sentimental, and if it's not broke, don't fix it. And I guess that goes the same for my arm. It's not broke, it's just fractured. So why fix it? But this TV, I'm gonna try to raise my arm. Oh, maybe it's just bruised. Like, when I lifted it, felt bruised. It feels. I should go to the X. I don't want to take an X-ray though. Like, I don't want to get that radiation from it. So it is currently 5 o'clock in the morning. I woke up from like 2 naps. I took a nap, was up for an hour, then I took another nap. And it feels like when your body is like beat down, your body, like, I don't know what it does while you're sleeping, but it acts on like super regeneration mode, and I don't know, it feels weird. Like, when you wake up from your body hurting, like, it feels like your body was going to work trying to repair itself. But it is 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna do a run after I finish this commentary or podcast, whatever it may be. I'm not sure what it is right now. We're going 42 minutes strong. I haven't missed a beat. I'm not sure how I can talk for this much for this long, but I did a morning run yesterday before the dolphin dive, and it felt really good. It was a beautiful day, but too bad my arm was messed up. My friends rode to the lake. I borrowed them my bike, and yeah. So, anyways, I would have went if my arm was messed up. But this TV, it was the first big purchase I ever bought, and I don't want to get a new one. Like, it works fine. I'm sure I can get a better one in terms of gaming, like the response time and the hertz and whatever it may be. I'm not sure technology wise what's a better gaming TV, but I like it. 32 inches is perfect. If you guys are considering buying a TV, I know a lot of you guys are from like 16 to 25, and a TV is a big purchase still for me. I'm not, when I say it's not the money, it's the principle. Yeah, but I do get paid off of these YouTube videos, and when you do, like the video, when you do favorite it, it helps me. I'm just gonna be honest, it helps me earn more money, which is always good. I put a lot of time and effort into these videos, and I save a majority. And like I was saying earlier, what would I do without YouTube? I might as well try to grow my channel as much as I can right now, to maybe I can retire when YouTube's over. Maybe that's all I can do. Maybe my whole career would be just being a YouTuber, which would be a dream come true, because I never, people say, "White boy, you're a sellout," but being a sellout is doing something you don't want to do for money. And I don't want to work at Home Depot. I don't want to work for anybody else. I want to do this, and this is what I love. So if you guys, I don't spend my money on cars. I don't do any of that. I buy gaming setup things. I buy skits. I buy props. I buy skits. I don't buy skits. I buy props for skits. I buy, a lot of, like I said, I got 5 cameras to the right of me. So then I save a good majority of the money. I don't foolishly spend my money. Besides, the only thing is new socks, and that's just because it makes me happy. And what's a 50 cents a day, $1 a day in the long run? So yeah. Anyways, I don't want to replace this TV. It's sentimental, because growing up, like, I had to choose from a black pair of Nikes or a white pair of Nikes to start the school year. And this TV was the first big thing that I saved up and I bought on my own. And I don't want to leave it. It's always got to have a special place in my heart. And as nerdy as that sounds and as silly as that sounds, I'm a gamer. And I gamed a lot on this TV. We had such good memories. Just to see the rise of my YouTube channel, from recording this TV with a camera to now having 2 HD PVRs and a channel of my size, and to be able to live off of this and possibly just think of this, retiring after YouTube is done. And don't get me wrong, I'm never going to go anywhere. I'm going to be on YouTube after it's to MySpace. If YouTube is MySpace in like 10 years and there's a new Facebook, I'm still going to be on YouTube, because YouTube has my heart. Don't get me wrong, I got a Facebook too. I'll probably go over there, but I don't think I could leave YouTube. I was actually thinking about getting a tattoo when we go out to LA, and I'll probably upload this video while we're in LA, because I'm gonna have something to get you guys by. It's gotta be like a week in LA. It's gotta be crazy. But would it be wrong to get like a Whiteboy7thst tattoo, like a street sign, or I'm not sure. I think I want to do it, because you got a tattoo. It can't just be like a like your name on your butt. I'm sure that was good for like the first 3 people that did it, but it has to be memorable. And honestly, I can say you guys gave me the luxury of having this time being the best time of my life, bar none, hands down. This is the best time of my life, and I want to remember this forever, because I'm doing what I want when I want. I'm diving into pudding, or attempting to dive into pudding. I actually kind of missed it, and I'm having a blast, and I get paid for it, which still boggles my mind. And when I see my checks, I'm like, no, I get paid a little bit too much, I think. But I do put a lot of time and effort. Maybe it's because I don't think about the money too much. I'm glad that this is what I do in this economy, that I can live my dream and get paid well, and hopefully retire on it. I don't want to go to TV. I don't want to go to anywhere but YouTube. I love it. I love like the community. I love the bond that we have as subscriber to video maker. I love everything about it, and it's so great, and I'm gonna cry. No, honestly, like it's just so honest. I just thought about that fact. Like I never thought about it until now. Like, what if YouTube was the only thing that I ever did? I would have a happy life. Not saying like I have no life outside of YouTube, but when YouTube is done, what if I have the opportunity and the luxury of being able to retire? Because I keep, like I said, I keep it 100% legit, 100% transparent. I tell it like it is. 20 million views in April. I can't say the amount of money I'm gonna get for that, but that's a lot. That is a lot, especially from me. Like, there was a Twitter thing, like when broke people got money. Like, I was so broke for so long, and I mean I wasn't poor, but I couldn't buy TVs like this. I couldn't buy, I got like 8 pairs of shoes behind me that I like wore once each. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna wear those shoes just once, but like when I go out for a special occasion or something, I got a new pair of shoes. And the thing is, I still got that mentality. Like I bought some business cards for LA because we're going out to LA. Like I said, it's gotta be a great time, and hopefully my arm's not bad because I want to vlog. Of course, I'm gonna vlog. A lot of your favorite commentators are gonna be there. I don't want to ruin the surprise, but you guys are going to see some awesome things from there, and especially E3. We're going to be giving you behind-the-scenes information on like Modern Warfare 3, the new Nintendo, maybe a PS4, the Xbox 720, whatever it may be. We're going to be in E3. I'll probably be with some of the Machinima people as well, which would be cool to see their new offices. And it's just going to be a good time. My first time meeting these YouTubers. And there's some of my friends in the community. I don't really work with a lot of people, and sometimes I get really defensive because I'm the center of a lot of hate. A lot of people hate on me, and they wouldn't. Don't get me wrong, they wouldn't hate on me if I only had 50,000 subscribers. If I was just if I was, maybe they're mad because I took some of their Black Ops heat. I'm not sure. Like I think every commentator, and don't get me wrong, I had the same thing. Like they thought Black Ops were gonna be their opportunity, and they had really high Black Ops expectations, but they didn't give it the effort like I did. I didn't go to sleep for like the first week. It felt like I just kept on putting out video after video, and I grew so much as a commentator during this like Black Ops trip. Maybe it's because a lot of it has to do with me stop smoking. I'm not going to get into that. I know a lot of my last podcast was, don't do drugs, kids, and which is good, which is a good message to preach. I try to improve my subscribers as well, because you guys improve me. I'm all for win-win situations, and like I said before, win-win. If you favorite this video, it helps me out, and I spend 51 minutes talking. If you can take those 2 seconds to favorite a video, it honestly helps me out tremendously, and you guys have no idea how much it helps me. Like just to get it on the homepage, it doesn't happen with gamers, and I try to change it. I try to innovate the game as much as I can, and this is maybe a scene enters will get on the homepage, maybe. I can't even honestly think anyone else getting on the homepage but him and myself over the last like month or so. Jaws got on the homepage a lot back in the day, but it's changed. It's a changed game right now. So I can't thank you guys enough for. I just keep on thinking about that. Like if YouTube was the only thing I would ever do, like I don't want to do anything else. Like I don't want to work for a media company. I want to work for myself, and I want to work for you guys. You guys can be my boss. You tell me what you want, you tell me what you don't want, and like I take your feedback I take it hard. You take it hard, white boy. See, Kenneth, they want. If you're talking trash to other people, that's fine. But I'm talking trash to you. I guess so. But like I try to look at each and every comment. It's hard to reply. I mean, it's not the most difficult thing to do to reply to comments, but when you try to reply to all of them, I try to reply to at least 25 people a day on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, because a lot of my time, I look at the comments, but then I'm doing it while I'm gaming. Like during the final kill cam, I'll look at the game, the comments and whatnot. So I don't know. I've been having a life kind of lately. Going to LA, I guess that's a little bit of having a life, but not so much. Like I had it for a week or like a 2 weeks period, and then I see my YouTube kind of declining, and I was like, I cannot allow this to happen, because YouTube is the most important thing, and it's first and foremost. Like my friend actually wants to go tailgating tomorrow, and I'll go tailgating on a Sunday, I guess, because I like to take Sundays kind of off. I guess this is a podcast, doing a podcast, it's not really an off day. Like it's got to be off for my voice, because I don't think I can do anything else. Then I got to edit this skit together. I got most of it. I got to do a few more parts. Anyways, so thank you guys for listening. We're almost at the hour mark, and I kind of want to push to get to the hour so I can say it's another world record. So we're trying to do it. What do we have to talk about, though? Man, I did this in one sitting. Did you guys watch? Let me know in the comment below, because I was kind of fascinated that people actually did this in one sitting, and that's what she said. But like they watched the whole hour or so of gameplay and commentary for a whole hour, which is kind of crazy. I guess it's like a mini movie, and that's what really excites me for YouTube for the future. And like I said, it's only 6 years old, but I get most of my entertainment from YouTube, and it's free. That's the thing. Like, to be honest, I'm paying the cable company like $60 a month for 3 shows: CNN, Conan O'Brien, and a lot of I watch Comedy Central here and there. Jon Stewart, and I watch what's his name? Damn, I forgot his name. I haven't watched it in a while. But if I don't got anything to do, I will watch what's his guy? Jon Stewart and oh my god, the guy that's after him. I'm totally blanking on his name right now. They would be great Call of Duty commentators, I think. But man, like YouTube in the future, like I don't want to go anywhere on YouTube, but I'm always open to change, and I could do like a TV show type of thing for YouTube. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. I don't know what to do. I'm always trying to innovate. When I have a good idea, I'll test it out and see if it works or not. And that's all that you really can do. Oh my god! And the things I do for YouTube, it's crazy. Like I asked my friend that was helping me film the video, and I like a good person, he helped me out for like 3 hours. I didn't have to do this. He didn't ask for anything like this, but I gave him, $15. He's still in high school, and he helped me out a lot, and he got up early for me, and I guess that adds to the cost of the pudding dive. It was at least $250, and depending on my medical bills, I don't know how much it's gotta be. At least I got health insurance now. I don't know if they cover being a jackass, but like I was saying. Damn, I keep on trying to think of his name. No, Stephen Carell? Stephen Colbert, the Colbert Nation. Yes, there we go. What you know about memory? If I wasn't a pothead before, I probably would have remembered that instantly. But like the things I do for YouTube, I asked him. I was like, "Do you ever think you would experience a person diving into a pool of pudding?" Did you ever? I didn't say that right. Did you ever think you would experience a pudding plunge into a pool? And it's so crazy the things I do, like with the ghillie suit. And I want to do real life prank videos. I'm looking for a good spy camera. I don't want to buy like a glasses, like a pair of glasses, because that's really obvious. I don't want to do that, but I'm thinking, like, I'm always thinking how I can improve, like, and it was crazy. We transported the mattress because I thought I was going to land on the mattress to soften my blow and possibly not break any bones. That was my theory. So we bring the mattress over there and we put it on top of the car because it was, it's a pretty big mattress and it's pretty heavy. We could carry it, but it would be a lot more proficient to put it on top of the car. So we put it on top of the car, and this guy tries to hold it, like with the door open. And I was like, "What are you do? Are you stupid?" And he almost got his hand caught in the door, and it would have been bad. So, anyways, like Dukes of Hazzard style, we have it on top of the car. We're going, and I kind of drift. I mean, I can't really drift in that, front wheel drive Ford Taurus from '94 with two bad tires. But I kind of drift, like I do a sharp turn, and the bed flew off, and it was so cool. It was awesome. Like, I never thought I would be doing anything like that. I never thought that I would be going to LA to meet up with people that I never met in real life, just on the internet. I never thought that I would have so much love from people that I never met. Yeah, and it's amazing the amount of support you guys show me, even though that all these commentators always put me down for, I don't know, maybe, jealousy and egos are higher in gamers than other people, and understand that, people are mad. Hey, what's Eminem quote? I just tweeted it. I gotta look. I'm sorry, here's some clicks. I haven't clicked since the beginning of the podcast, but 1 second. 1 second. Read. Where is it? I tweeted, "White boys." This is Buddy7thst, White Boy's friends. The podcast. I mean, the dolphin dive went horribly wrong. White Boy's last words were, "F you cocksucking gypsy JD 2020." Okay. See, you can hate him. He don't blame you, Leaf. Okay, hold on. See, you can hate him. He don't blame Leaf. Fuck! See, you can hate him. He don't blame you. Frank will... Okay, here we go. For all the marbles, right here. All or nothing. See, you can hate him. He don't blame you. Frankly, he would too. This game could ill afford to lose him. How about you? I would probably hate me if I was in his position too. Because I'm a little flamboyant about it, and that's just part of my personality. I keep it 100% real, and I don't really work with other commentators at all. Like, I ignore a lot of them, and I don't know if that's just me being a a-hole or me, like, I don't know. It's weird because I'm all alone on the PlayStation Network, and I don't know, if it just feels weird when you're talking about working with other I don't got a grudge against anybody, and that's the thing. Like, I forgive everybody who ever said anything negative about me. See, like I said, the goal is, I mean, the goal on YouTube is to gain as many subscribers as you can, and if you gotta do that by hating on myself, or I don't approve of hating on other YouTubers to gain your subscribers, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Your Black Ops videos, they had failed expectations. I'm not sure, but I'm not here in the business to put anybody else down, and I'm just here to make entertaining videos, and that's what some people fail to realize. That stop focusing on what I'm doing, and stop being a fruitcake. Stop hating, and just be yourself, and focus on making content that your fans will enjoy. Like I said, I had 22,000 thumbs up and like 500 thumbs down during that dolphin dive, and that was all my fans. My fans seen it to that point, and then when I got on the homepage, it changed the game a little bit. But I'm totally fine with that. I can take the hate. I've been getting hate since I started YouTube. Oh, White Boy, your quality sucks. You're recording on camera. You broke redneck. White boy, you sound like Adam Sandler. You sound like you got a lisp. You sound like this. You're probably a virgin. You're probably this. I get it. I understand. But for all the hate I get 20 times the amount of love from my subscribers and my fans, which I can't thank you guys enough for it. So I think that's a good way to end the podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed to this point. If you guys got any suggestions for what I should name the series, feel free to leave a comment below. I will be looking and reviewing and taking all comments into consideration. If you haven't already, please, like I said before, just take 2 seconds out your day to like. And if you watch this whole hour of commentary, why not favorite the video? It really does help me out tremendously, and it makes up for me not working with anybody. Like, I don't put my content on any other channel but Whiteboy7thst and Whiteboy7thst 2, and I focus on my channel. I don't focus on growing my channel. Like, I could sell out and make videos for the public, and that will what's the right word, conform to just the normal and just be like the same old videos that everybody would like. Or I can make a great video that my fans will like and maybe some other people won't understand, and I will do that on my channel, and I won't try to work with anybody else's channel. And that's what I do. I focus on maybe that's part of my personality, why I don't really talk to too many commentators. I do talk to commentators, don't get me wrong. I have some good friends in this community, but I like to keep to myself. That's been my I'm not an anti-social person. I do have a good amount of friends, but the thing is that I like sticking to myself. Maybe it's because what I went through. Like, I was a lone wolf for it. I didn't talk to nobody after my mom passed away for at least 6 months. I didn't want to speak to anybody. I just wanted the game, to be honest, and make YouTube videos, and that's what made me happy. And maybe that part of my life changed me. I'm always a changing individual, trying to improve myself. But I don't know. So I don't like working with other people. I'm fine to talk with them. I'm fine to game with them. But I do rage quit a lot, so it's got to be hard to game because they're got to be in my lobby for like 15 seconds, and then I see a stun fly in the air. I'm like, nope, rage quit. That's a little over exaggeration, but I do rage quit quite a bit. So I don't know. I just like working with myself and playing with myself. White boy, I knew you were a pervert. It's natural, Kenneth. Masturbation is natural. You gotta embrace it. So it is currently 5:30 in the morning. I see the light coming up. The birds are chirping. I'm going to go take a morning run. I hope you guys, if you did this in one sitting, at least if I can try to improve you guys a little bit, get up and do 10 push-ups. I don't even know if I can do a push-up with my arm. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to end the podcast with a push-up. If you hear anything snap, call the ambulance. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is going to be bad. This is really bad. Come on, let's do a push-up together, guys. Come on, let's get down and start your 10. Oh, my God, I cannot do it. Oh, no. Ow. And I tried to get up. That was not a good idea. Oh, gee. Oh, I got to go to the doctor, I think. Oh, something's wrong. Can I even run? Can I even swing my elbow? Oh, that was a horrible idea. But on that note, we're going to end it. So thanks for watching this hour. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I hope you got some knowledge. And have a good day. Sayonara. Bon voyage. Until next time. It's Whiteboy7thst bringing you Call of Duty. Welcome to a Call of Duty Black Ops Domination Ground War. That'd be crazy. We just started a cycle all over again. I just do another one. I don't think my throat could handle it. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you guys later. Have a good day. Have a good week. Until next time. Farewell. Bye.